Welcome into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're here in Warsaw, Illinois, getting ready for this basketball battle between the West Hancock Titans and the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. Getting ready for the JV tip-off right now, which I assume will be between Nolan Gooding and, if I had to make a prediction, number 23, Bowie. I did not get a first name on Bowie. He wasn't on our list, but he is a starter, so I do need to know his name. Titans lost their JV and varsity matchup yesterday against the Macomb High Bombers. They're going to try to get a win today, get ready for the postseason as the Bloodhounds come out of their huddle right now, getting ready for the start of this game. And my prediction was actually correct. It is number 23, Bowie, going to be tipping off against Nolan Gooding. Gooding had 15 points last time out against the Bombers in the JV matchup, the leading scorer for the Titans. We'll try to do that again today as we get set for the game. Bowie wins the tip-off, and we are started here in Warsaw, Illinois. Fort Madison Bloodhounds get the ball first. They pass it around. Something common we can see from the Titans is kind of a man-to-man switching style offense, as the Bloodhounds are still passing the ball around. Guarded by Braden Hurt right now is 21, Nolan Guzman. Guzman with a drive, with the little floater, misses long. It's going to be out of bounds off of Crowley, and it's going to stay with the Bloodhounds. Guzman had a nice drive there, down baseline, missed the floater barely, but ended up going off the hands of Crowley, staying with the Bloodhounds. They pass it down to Bowie. Bowie gets double-teamed quick, passes it around, nice pass. Over to number 4, Henry Morris. Morris is going to get fouled, but it's going to stay on the ground, and the Bloodhounds are going to be passing in the ball again. That foul's on number 12, Bryce Varner, his first, team's first of the game. They pass it in down to Bowie. Bowie loses it. He made it, but they're going to end up calling a travel on Bowie, and it's going to be Titans basketball for the first time in this game. Something that Fort Madison has done for a really long time, for as long as I can remember, is they like to press the whole game, normally a 1-2-2 type style, which we can see there. And there's a three-pointer by Grothaus, misses, rebounded by number 4, Morris. As the Bloodhounds bring up the ball, it's Guzman, guarded by Crowley right now. As I was saying earlier, the Bloodhounds like to press the ball the whole entire game, kind of wear you out as the game goes along. Earlier, before the game started, the Titans were practicing against a press just like that. And there's a shot by Guzman, made it, floater, and that's the first points of the game. And that's 2 for the Bloodhounds. Three-pointer by Grothaus again in the corner, misses short, rebounded by number 4, Morris. Bloodhounds with the ball again. That shot is missed. Rebounded by Morris with the nice layup. Misses long, and that's going to be off of Crowley. It's going to stay with the Bloodhounds. Titans having trouble rebounding so far early in this game. Try to correct that as it goes along. 21, Guzman passing it in, blocked by Varner. The Fort Madison Bloodhounds are going to get to pass it in right again. Gives it up top to Morris. 6:20 left to play in the first quarter here in Warsaw, Illinois. Grothaus guarding the ball, number 3, Cade Dennings. Excuse me. They're going to call a travel on Cade Dennings before the shot. That's going to be Titan basketball. The second time they've called travel. 2 times in a row they've called travel on the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. And Titans get the ball back. Passes it up top to Crowley. Crowley looking around, gives it back to Hurt. Hurt wanted the open three-pointer, doesn't take it. Varner with the ball now, gets a screen by Gooding. Takes the jump shot right in front of the line. Long two-pointer, bounces off the back of the rim. Almost out of bounds, off the Bloodhounds. Bloodhounds got a fast break. Number 3, Denning passed it down. And I think Bowie didn't think it was for him, but I think Denning meant to pass it to Bowie. Bowie let it go right by out of bounds, and that's a turnover. Was Hancock basketball. Braden Hurt passing in the ball to Gunnar Grothaus. Grothaus with the drive, getting double teamed. They're going to call a blocking foul on number 21, Nolan Guzman. That's going to be his first, team's first. as we still have 5:44 left to play here in the first quarter. Braden Hurt's passing in the ball for the Titans again. As I was saying earlier, the Bloodhounds like to just trap you in a lot of places. As you can see, they're playing a zone right now. There's a three-pointer by Varner. Missed off the back of the rebound. Back of the rim, rebounded by Bowie. There's going to call another travel on the Bloodhounds. Bloodhounds get another turnover. It's going to be Titan basketball. Some confusion out here where they're going to pass out the ball. As I was saying, though, the Bloodhounds like to press a lot, play some zone defense. And there's a turnover again by Braden Hurt. Nolan Gooding was cutting right as Hurt was about to pass him the ball and just went right out of bounds. Almost a miscue there by Fort Madison, but Guzman saves it. Ball goes over to Denning. Denning gets a screen set by Bowie. Nice slip down by Bowie with the layup. Misses, rebounded it himself, goes back up, gets it as he falls over. Body's on the ground, no foul called. Bowie gets his first points of the game, makes the score 4-0. Keaton Harrell with the ball, gives it up top to Varner. Swing pass over to the corner. Grotehouse for three, makes it, and that's a three-pointer. First points of the game for the West Hancock Titans. Make the score 4-3. Gunnar Grotehouse gets his first points of the game. Gunnar Grotehouse had 3 points last night against Macomb in the whole game, coming in the fourth quarter on free throws. There's a steal by Gunnar Grotehouse, right on cue with the fast break layup. Misses hard, rebounded by Varner, and Varner gets it, and the Titans take their first lead of the game, 5-4. Drive by Guzman. Tip, they're going to say it's staying here with Fort Madison. We got a sub, I believe number 33, Jamarcus Klein, coming in for Bowie. First sub of the game for either team. That pass is down to Klein, misses the layup, got it back. Klein shot it, missed it, got his own rebound and puts it back up. Klein putting in the work to get his first points of the game. Bloodhounds take the lead again. Almost a stolen pass by the Bloodhounds. Hurt gets it. Another lob pass, almost stolen again. Titans throwing the ball up in the air, giving Bloodhounds time to go and steal the ball. Keaton Harrell in the corner, shoots it, misses. Rolled out of the rim, passed up to Klein. Klein dribbling, gives it over to number 14 with a nice layup. Number 14, Marin Rose, And there's a 30-second timeout by the West Hancock Titans. Scores 8-5 right now with that basket by Rose. No single player in this game except for Gunnar Grotehouse has more than 2 points, and he only has a three-pointer right now. 4 people with 2 points for the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. We're going to stay here. Break shouldn't be too much longer. Titans only have 2 people with buckets right now. 3:44 left to play in the first quarter of this JV matchup. Bloodhounds have gotten a lot of offensive rebounds so far, but both teams have had a lot of unearned turnovers so far in this game. Turnovers that they'll hope to minimize as the game goes on. It's going to be Titan basketball coming out of the timeout. Not Bombers. Bloodhounds seem to be playing a 2-2-1 presser right now on the Titans. Just trying to get an easy turnover, trying to wear them out. Trapping Gunnar Grotehouse right now in the corner. Braden Hurt with the ball. I believe they're going to call that out off of a tip pass off of Fort Madison. It's going to stay with the Titans. Hurt passes it in, thought about passing it into Varner, ends up finally does. Bryce Varner with the ball, back to Hurt. Hurt a ways away from the three-point line. Keaton Harrell with the ball. Loses it as he goes up to pass it, gets it back. Varner with it, swing pass to Gunnar Grotehouse for the corner three, misses, rebounded by number 14, Rose. Nice pass down to Klein, the full court pass misses, rebounded by Gunnar Grotehouse. Grotehouse dribbling it up the court. Great pass by Rose down to Klein. Klein misses the layup, and there's a three-pointer by Varner that misses. Rebounded by Klein. Klein on the fast break. He looks back, lays it up with the right hand, and there's a bucket for Jamarcus Klein. His 4th point of the game. Makes the score 10-5. They're going to call a foul here on number 3, Cade Denning. That'll be his first, team's second. 2:44 left to play in the first quarter. Bloodhounds playing a 2-3 zone, it seems like, here in the game. We'll see how long they keep that up. Titans have taken a lot of corner threes so far in this game, only cashing one of them. And there's Nolan Gooding in the post, goes to work and gets his first points of the game. As I said at the beginning game, Nolan Gooding was the leading scorer for the Titans last night against the Macomb High Bombers with 15 points. They'll try to keep that as the Titans are now down 10-7 against the Bloodhounds. Guzman with the ball. Nice dribble move, stripped by Varner off his leg. It's going to be Titan basketball. Good defense right there by Bryce Varner to strip the ball off of his leg. Varner going to be bringing up the ball. Getting trapped right by the half court line. Harrell with the ball, gives it down to Gooding. Gooding dribbling around in the post, gets down in under the rim, takes a shot, misses. And it was rebounded by the Bloodhounds, but stepped out of bounds, so it's going to be Titan basketball. It's going to stay down with the Titans. Hurt passing in the ball, gives it to Harrell. Harrell dribbling up top, gives it over to Varner. Varner almost gets stripped by Denning, gives it over to Harrell. Harrell back up to Varner. Varner takes a three-point shot, misses, rebounded by Gunnar Grothaus. Over to the corner to Braden Hurt. Hurt takes a three, misses also. Bloodhounds get the rebound. Guzman dribbling up the court, passes it over to Denning. Denning gets a screen. Klein gets the ball. Back to Guzman. Klein slips down, gets the pass, misses the layup, misses the reverse. Back to the Titans. As I was saying, Titans have taken a lot of corner threes with the 2-3 zone that they're against right now. Missing most of them. Here's another corner three by Gunnar Grothaus. He misses also. Gooding had the ball, loses it, rebounded by Harrell. Back up to Hurt. Hurt to Varner. Varner takes a three-pointer. Misses that. Rebounded by Gunnar Grothaus. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Gooding. Gooding gets his own rebound again. And he's going to get 2 shots at the line. Titans got 4 offensive rebounds right there. And they're going to end up going to the line for free throws. Nolan Gooding at the line now. Scores 10-7. Makes the first free throw right off the front of the rim. Bounces to the back. Rolls in. Juris Porin coming into the game for Keaton Harrell, and Braden Hurt also going out for Jordan Crowley. Second shot at the line. Misses off the front of the rim. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. Turnover by Guzman. Titans get the ball. Porin with the ball. Gives it back to the middle to Gooding. Gooding goes into the lane, gets the bucket. Gooding's got himself 5 points on the game right now, makes the game tied 10-10. 20 seconds left to play here in the first. Denning thought Klein was going to go for the slip after the screen, but he ends up just throwing it down. Titans get the ball. That's a cross-court pass over to Crowley. Bourne with the three, misses off the front of the rim. Almost got his own rebound. 3 seconds left. This is going to be a half-court shot. We'll see if it goes in. And it misses off the side of the backboard. Score is 10-10 here in Warsaw, Illinois. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, bringing you some West Hancock Titans basketball. We're going to take a quick break, be back with you guys for the second quarter of this basketball JV matchup.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable,
When I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Welcome back to the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, coverage of the West Hancock Titans versus Fort Madison Bloodhounds basketball. Our JV matchup is going on right now. Score is 10-10 at the beginning of the second quarter. Titans with the ball at the beginning of the quarter. Crowley with the ball, gives it out to Porin. Porin swings over, back to Varner, back to Porin. Titans came back, shrunk the lead, end up getting the tie. And there's a three-pointer for Crowley. Misses, almost gets his own rebound. They're fighting for it on the ground. No foul call. Titans get the rebound. Long three by Varner. Misses, rebounded by Fort Madison. They're going to call a foul. We'll see who this is on. It's going to be on number 22, Gunnar Grothaus, his first, team's second. .7:30 left to play here in the first half of the game. Fort Madison going to be passing in the ball. The leading scorer right now for Fort Madison is Jamarcus Klein with 4 points. Pretty even scoring throughout the team with 10 points. For Nolan Gooding has 5, leading scorer for the Titans right now. Gunnar Grothaus has 3. And Bryce Varner has 2. And there's a layup by number 14, Marin Rose. He's going to get his 4th point of the game also. There's a steal on the press by Fort Madison. Almost clean block by Crowley, but number 3, Denning, is going to go to the line. That foul is going to be on number 42, Jordan Crowley, his first, team third. As Denning goes to the line for 2. Bloodhounds up 12-10 now. Makes the first free throw. One thing I will say about these Warsaw High School rims is they are hard. They're basically like playing on double rims outside. Most of the time, if you hit it off the backside of the rim, it will not go in for you. Right as Denning sinks his second free throw. Denning's got 2 points on the game. There's skip pass up court to Ethan Schmidt. Ethan Schmidt falling down as he tried to do a spin move, turnover. Bowie with the drive, nice layup, misses. See this tipped out to Nolan Gooding with the fast break for the Titans. Misses the layup, gets fouled. He's going to have 2 shots at the line. That foul is going to be on number 4, I believe, Henry Morris. Gooding got 2 shots at the line. He went 1 for 2 earlier in the game. That's Henry Morris's first foul, team's third. As Gooding goes to the line to try to close the gap to 2. Misses the first free throw. Try to sink the second one here. 6:30 left to play in the first half. And he knocks down the second free throw, shooting 50% from the line right now for Nolan Gooding. Bloodhounds bringing up the ball now. Drives right into the lane. They're going to call a travel again. That's a fourth travel that they've called on the Bloodhounds so far in this game. As that's another turnover. That was on number 3, Cade Denning. Pass to the middle, back out to Ethan Schmidt. Gives it back up to Hurt. Hurt dribbling around up top, guarded by Bowie. Gives it over to Crowley. Crowley with the drive, loses the ball. They're going to call travel on Crowley. Another turnover by the Titans. Both teams with a lot of turnovers so far in this game. Score only 14-11. 2 minutes passed here in the second quarter. Denning with the ball now, bringing it up for the Bloodhounds. Gets a screen. Something I've seen a lot in this game so far is the Bloodhounds always, most of the time, there's a layup by Bowie. They're going to call a travel on Bowie. It's going to be Titan basketball. As I was saying, it seems like the Bloodhounds a lot of the time, they get screens and they scored a lot of their points so far in this game, or have gotten a lot of open shots in this game so far from slipped screens for wide open layups. They haven't capitalized on all of them yet in this game. I'm going to try to correct that, I believe. There's a alley-oop from Gooding in the corner over to Porin. Porin with the nice basket. That makes it 14-13. Bloodhounds with the lead. I did not see that coming, but nice skip pass over to Porin by Crowley. Excuse me, not Crowley, Gooding. For the 2 points. 1 point game now. 5:40 left to play. Pass all the way down. They're going to call a foul on Ethan Schmidt. His first. Team's fifth, I believe. Titans have 5 fouls. Fort Madison Bloodhounds have 4, excuse me. Bloodhounds passing in the ball. And that's another turnover. Porin with the ball on the fast break drive. Nice left-hand finish, and he gets the and one. Juris Porin going to the line for the old-fashioned and one. Excuse me, old-fashioned three-point play. That gives the Titans the lead again, 15-14. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Braxton Scott for doing the camera for me again. Can't hear me right now, but I hope he's having some fun. Also, quick shout out to the Warsaw High School band. They're getting ready right now. That's missed, but rebounded by Ethan Schmidt. Porin with the ball. Back up to Hurt. Hurt with the ball right now. Backing down, Bloodhound number 22, William Bennett. Knowles gives it up to Ethan Schmidt. Schmidt on the drive. Gets the and one. Oh, they're going to call a charge. Excuse me. Ethan Schmidt made the layup, but they're going to call a charge on Schmidt. That's Schmidt's second foul. Not a team foul, however, but both teams have 5 fouls. Excuse me. Is a foul for the Titans. Titans have 6 fouls. However, the Bloodhounds only have 5. Next time Titans commit a foul, the Bloodhounds will be in the 1-1. 5 minutes left in this first half of the game. Gunnar Grohouse with the ball, gives it over to Hurt. Bloodhounds playing the same kind of zone they've been playing this whole game. Titans swinging the ball, cross court to Hurt. Hurt's going to take the three-pointer, makes the three-pointer. That's Braden Hurt's first points of the game. Score is 18-14. That's the second 3 of the game for the Titans. Second 3 actually overall in the game. Bloodhounds haven't made a three-point shot yet in this game. Pass down to number 41, Graham. Graham misses, gets his own rebound, misses again. He was blocked, but they call a foul on Cooper Knowles. That's going to be his first, team's 7th. He was fouled on the shot, so he'll get 2 shots at the line anyways. Graham at the line for the first free throw. Misses off the back of the rim. Getting ready for his second shot, trying to make it a one-score game, 18-14 currently. And he knocks down the second free throw, 50% from the line for Graham. Titans passing to the ball, still getting pressed by Fort Madison. Grohouse bringing up the ball. Still there, finally crosses half court. Gives it over to Hurt. Hurt last possession made the three-pointer for the Titans. Dribbling now, gives it over to Grohouse. Titans playing a slow style of offense, taking a lot of threes in this game, only making 2. Ethan Schmidt in the corner, doesn't take the 3, gives it back to Hurt. Knowles posting up, gets the ball, gives it back out to Schmidt. Schmidt drives to the lane, gives it to Knowles. Nice pass, blocked, but they're going to call a foul on number 43, Jackson Guzman, I believe. Cooper Knowles has 2 shots at the line. We got 3 subs coming into the game for the Bloodhounds. I'll get those names for y'all real quick. Cooper Knowles misses the first free throw. Number 4, Henry Morris. Number 33, Jamarcus Klein. And also, I believe, number 21, Nolan Guzman coming to the game for the Bloodhounds. Knowles at the line for the second shot. Knocks it down. Knowles gets his first points of the game. He makes the score 19-15. Excuse me. It is 19-15. 4 minutes, almost stolen by Gunnar Groothouse. 4 minutes left to play here in the first half of this JV matchup. Number 22, William Bennett with the ball, gives it to Klein. Klein up top, gives it over to Bennett. Excuse me, not Bennett, Denning. Number 22, Bennett with the ball. They're going to call a 30-second timeout for the Bloodhounds, as we're going to take a quick 15-second break here in Warsaw, Illinois. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, bringing you some West Hancock Titans versus Fort Madison basketball.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, bringing you coverage of West Hancock Titans basketball. Today they're facing off against the Fort Madison Bloodhounds, some cross-state rivals just across the river from here. A little farther down, that would be Keokuk, actually, right across the river. Fort Madison with the ball right now, 3:50 left to play in the game. Titans have 7 fouls. Fort Madison will be in bonus for the rest of this half. Klein passing in the ball, gives it up top to Denning. Denning goes over and back, was falling, but he passes it over to Guzman. Guzman gives it to Bennett, back down to Klein. Nice pass, makes it. Good basket by Jamarcus Klein, gets his 6th point of the game. Makes the score 17-19, 3:30 left to play. Gooding wanted the ball down low. Hurt either didn't see him or didn't want to give it to him. Swings it over to Porin. Porin down to Gooding. Gooding getting trapped. Gives it back up to Porin. Swing over to Hurt. Hurt to Groothouse. Back to Hurt. Hurt a ways away from the three-point line. Wanted to get it down to Gooding. Couldn't get him. Hurt kind of drives a little bit. Decides to pull it back out. Groothouse with the ball. Titans playing a slow style of offense right now. Have settled for a lot of open threes. Haven't cashed out on a lot of them yet in this game, only making 2 of their threes that they've taken. Porin with the ball, over to Hurt, down to Gooding. Gooding's going to post up with a nice post move, gets the layup over Klein, around Klein. And that's Nolan Gooding. He gets his 8th point of the game. 2:30 left to play here in the first half. Denning with the ball, gives it to Klein. Back over to Bennett. Bennett gives it to Morris. Morris over to number 14, Rose. Rose looking around, gives it up top to Klein. A lot of cutters, a lot of screens in this game, as there's screened by Klein. Last possession, Klein got an open layup from a nice pass after a slipped screen. Or actually, after he rolled off of the screen. That's up top to Klein. Klein over for the open three-pointer, doesn't take it. That's Rose. Rose back up to number 4. Back down to Klein. Klein with the layup, cashes in. Klein gets his 8th point of the game. Leading scorers for both teams are Klein with 8 points and Nolan Gooding also with 8 points. Gooding with the ball now on Klein. Loses it. That's a turnover by Gooding. Denning with the ball right now. Drives into the lane, takes the shot. No foul call. Air balls. As they're going to say number 4, Henry Morris stepped on the line. It's going to be Titan basketball. Another turnover by the Bloodhounds. Both teams with a lot of turnovers so far in this game. A lot of travels called on the Bloodhounds throughout the first half of this matchup. Turning over the ball a lot. Score is 21-19, Titans. Hurt with the ball up top. Fakes it, gives it over to Groothouse. Groothouse dribbling around up top. Calls for a play. Gives it up top to Gooding. 1 minute left to play in the first half. Titans up 2 points. Gooding in the post, takes a little baby hook, bounces off the rim, doesn't go in. Klein with the rebound, gives it up top to Morris. Morris loses it, turnover. Porin with the ball on the fast break. Thought about it, gives it back out to Hurt. Turnover again by the Titans. Number 14, Marin Rose with the ball now. Over to Klein. Klein for the open 3 for the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. Air balls rebounded by Fort Madison. Number 14, Rose takes a shot, and he sinks it. Rose gets his 6th point of the game. There's going to be a timeout by the West Hancock Titans. Going to take a quick break here. Warsaw, Illinois, TSSR Game Time Live, bringing you, presented by MDH, giving you coverage of West Hancock Titans versus Fort Madison Bloodhounds coverage today.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're here in Warsaw, Illinois, with 30 seconds left to play in this game. Game is tied 21-21. West Hancock Titans with the basketball. As Braden Hurt is passing in the ball. A 1-2-1-1 press by the Bloodhounds. This is something we haven't seen today. We've seen a 2-2-1 and a 1-2-2. Excuse me, that was, yes, a 1-2-2, but not a 1-2-1-1. 20 seconds left to play here. Titans with the ball. Might take the last shot or take a good shot. Gives the ball over to Porin. Porin down to Gooding. Gooding in the lane. Gives it over to Varner. Varner for the open three. Misses. Rebounded by Fort Madison. 3 seconds left. This is going to have to be a full court shot. And it doesn't go in as the buzzer sounds. 21-21 is your score here in Warsaw, Illinois. I'll get back to you guys in about 6 minutes with some halftime stats. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
All right, welcome back. We're here now with Wanda Foster, the Vice President of Nursing and Clinical Administration. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Well, what we're going to talk about today is some of the opportunities that are available at MDH for students, whether they be high school students, Spoon River College students, or Western students. MDH has a lot of opportunities to be involved and to learn, right?
We absolutely do. And we look so forward to having students here. We are a clinical site for Western Illinois University and their bachelor's program for nursing, as well as for Spoon River College nursing students and others that are doing some independent study. We welcome students, and we also encourage high school students. If you would like to learn more about nursing, we would love to meet with you. And there are opportunities at the hospital also where they can apply for jobs here, for positions. So we work closely with our nursing students, and we hope to recruit them and attract them and want to come back.
I know that publicly there's been a shortcoming or a shortage of nurses, right? And I know that every hospital and every nursing home and every clinical place period is searching for nurses. So how important is it for MDH to have these groups work with them, whether it be MDH or be Spoon River College or whatever the case may be? How important is it for MDH to then recruit those nurses to stay here and work as a profession?
It's very important. We want nursing students to feel very comfortable here, to enjoy their clinical experience and their opportunities here, and then we want them to feel very comfortable, to give them a good orientation. We hire new graduates, of course, into our acute care area as well as the intensive care unit. We hire new graduates in the emergency room, in home health and hospice, in our OB department, and our surgery department. These are all areas that new graduates can come into. We certainly give them a robust orientation. No one starts on their own until they feel completely ready. They have a mentor certainly with them, and we want to give them the best start for success that we can. And then there are many areas of specialty they can choose to go into. Nursing is a very unique field. You can work full-time, you can work part-time if you need to take time off for some reason. It's a field that you can kind of step into a little bit more than maybe some other fields in healthcare. We also have scholarships available through our auxiliary, through the hospital, and then once someone is an employee here, we do have some tuition reimbursement. So we will certainly help with that.
And going back to the scholarships and the shortages that are across the board, not necessarily at MDH, but
everywhere.
Right? So everywhere. This is a profession that you can make a good living at and be pretty sure to have a job, right? So
absolutely.
This is a profession that high schoolers that are playing these sporting events or high schoolers that are watching these sporting events should consider, I would imagine.
Yes, very much so. You will always be assured to have a job, a career in nursing. I hate to call it just a job because you really want someone on that career path who has that passion for caring for people, for providing nursing care. Through your education and through your orientation, we can teach you your skill set. But if you have that passion and the desire to be in the nursing profession, you will do fine.
Yeah, a career and a job, while they might be listed as the same thing, they're really not, correct? I mean, if your career is being a nurse, you're probably going to enjoy it a lot more than if it's a job, right?
That's right. And you don't go into it first and foremost for the money. You go into it because that's what you want to do with your life, and the money certainly will follow.
Yeah, and that goes for anything probably,
Yes.
but the nice thing is right now, whether the money's good or bad, there's always going to be a job.
There will.
If you can get through the schooling and you can learn to love what you're doing, there's always going to be a job for you, right?
And it's not something for high school graduates exclusively. We have many people who have made changes midlife. We have people who have retired from their career in one thing and have chosen to go into nursing. So it's open for any age, and we certainly welcome that.
And you mentioned there's different areas of expertise for nurses. People think of that for doctors, but it's really that same way for nurses, right? I mean, you can be a surgical nurse and really become a great surgical nurse, or you can become a great ICU nurse, or you can do all those things.
Yes.
But if you really want to focus on something, or be at OB, which you guys have a great OB department here, if that's what you want your focus to be and you really love working with expected and new mothers and young babies, you can do that, right?
You can do that. We also have positions in our MDH physician clinic practices as well. And if you are in nursing and you can choose to specialize in a certain department, you can choose to go on and be a director or a clinical care coordinator. You can go back to school and become a nurse practitioner, become a certified registered nurse anesthetist. You can go many different directions and really as high as to whatever extent in your education you would like to pursue.
Well, Wanda, thanks for coming and talking to us. We greatly appreciate it. I know that there's probably specific places within MDH that they can reach out to, correct? Is there somewhere that they need to call if they're interested?
I would call
in
our human resource department and start there, and then they can help direct and guide you. They can tell you about openings that we currently have. All of our current positions are listed on our MDH website, www.mdh.org. But certainly any positions for high school students, if they would like to start somewhere within the organization or volunteer experience, reach out to Human Resources and they can help direct you.
Well, again, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Coverage of West Hancock Titan versus Fort Madison Bloodhounds basketball. A quick shout out to the Warsaw High School band, pep band. They have been playing nothing but bangers so far. Quick shout out to Mr. Knaus, the director also. I got some halftime stats for you guys today. We'll start off with the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. For the Bloodhounds, with 2 points, Cade Denning. Both teams have 21 points right now. Cade Dennings has 2 points. 1 point, Henry Graham. 2 points is Bowie. I still don't have Bowie's first name, but I got a last name, so I can give him some credit. 6 points, Marin Rose, and the leading scorer for the Fort Madison Bloodhounds is Jamarcus Klein with 8. For the West Hancock Titans, with 2 points, Bryce Varner. 1 point, Cooper Knowles from the free throw line. 3 points, Gunnar Grotehouse, also with 3, Braden Hurt. With 4 points, Juris Porin. And with 8 points, the leading scorer for the West Hancock Titans is Nolan Gooding. He's missed 2 free throws, going 2 for 4 from the line today, 50%. As you can see, varsity warming up right now during halftime. We got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds till we come back from halftime. And we'll get you guys coverage of the second half of this JV matchup. Those are the halftime stats, halftime points for both teams. 21-21 is your score. We'll be back in about 1 minute and 30 seconds for the second half coverage of this basketball game. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, bringing you coverage of West Hancock Titans basketball.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Welcome back to Warsaw, Illinois. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, giving you coverage of West Hancock Titans and Fort Madison Bloodhounds basketball. We're getting ready for the second half of play here in this JV matchup. Bloodhounds going to get the ball first. 21-21 is the score here in Warsaw. Another quick shout out to Braxton Scott doing the camera work for me, and another shout out to the Warsaw High School pep band. They sounded really great there during halftime. We're started here in the second half. Pass down low for Bloodhounds, blocked by, I believe that was Nolan Gooding. It's going to stay with the Bloodhounds, however. Passing in the ball is number 21, Guzman. Excuse me. Had a popcorn kernel stuck in my throat. That did not feel good. All right, sorry about that. Guzman passing in the ball now from the sideline. 7:40 left to play here. 15 seconds off of the clock. There was a shot by Bowie, missed. Got his own rebound, got fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2 shots. We'll see who this foul is on real quick. I believe this will be on Keaton Harrell, but we'll confirm that here in a second. Bowie at the line for the first shot. Misses the first one. Bowie 2 points on the game. That foul was on number 42, Jordan Crowley. His third, team's first of the half. Bowie sinks the second shot, and that gives Fort Madison the lead here in the second half. Fort Madison still pressing the ball as Varner has the ball on the drive down baseline. Decides to bring it back out, up to Hurt. Hurt at the top of the key, gives it over to Crowley, back up to Hurt. Titans were pretty fast-paced there at the beginning of the press, but decided to slow it down. With the motion-style offense, Crowley in the corner thought about the three, gives it down to Gooding instead. Gooding with the layup, makes it. Gooding's got the first double-digit leader in points for the game with 10. Said that really weird. Got one of my good friends sitting next to me right now. Shout out to Isaac Siegfried, going to be doing the camera for me later today. There's a turnover by the Bomber. Excuse me, not Bombers. Bloodhounds as Braden Hurt gets the ball. Great steal right there by Braden Hurt. Gets a screen by Gooding. Over to the corner to Harrell. Harrell with the drive down baseline. Over to Crowley. Crowley's going to take the corner three right off the back of the iron. And it's rebounded by number 3, Denning. Denning bringing up the ball for the Bloodhounds. Titans have the lead right now, 23-22 with the shot right there, number 14, Marin Rose. Rose gets his rebound. They're going to call a jump ball, excuse me. Messing up my words right now. They're going to call a jump ball, and it's going to be West Hancock Titans basketball. Hurt passing in the ball again for Titans. Varner with the ball now. Bringing up the ball for Titans. Gets across half court. It seems to be that the Bloodhounds, there's a pass down to Gooding. over to the corner. Keaton Harrell swing up to Varner. Varner's going to take the three-point shot. Sinks it. There's a three-pointer for Bryce Varner. The third three of the game and the third one for the West Hancock Titans, as they take the lead 26-22. As I was saying, it seems like the Bloodhounds' presser isn't really to trap the ball. It's just to kind of slow you down and wear you out throughout the whole game. There's a shot by Bowie. Misses, rebounded by the Titans. Varner bringing up the ball. Bowie sprints back down the court, almost gets the steal. Gooding with the ball in the lane. Jump pass over to Harrell. Harrell for the corner three. Knocks it down. Another three-pointer for the West Hancock Titans, and they take a 29-22 lead. Keaton Harrell's first points of the game, gets himself 3 points. Number 21, Guzman with the ball. Looking around, finally gives it over to Bowie. Bowie over to Rose. Rose with the drive, skip pass over, and that goes out of bounds right off of Cade Denning's hands. It's going to be Titan basketball. Another turnover by the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. Klein on Braden Hurt right now, covering the ball. Hurt gets the ball in to Crowley. Crowley gives it back to Hurt. Hurt going up the court, crosses the line, gets trapped right as he crosses. Carl with the ball. Dribbles around. They're going to call it a blocking body foul on number 4, Henry Morris. That's going to be his second, team's first of the half. Hurt passing in the ball again. Gives it down low to Gooding. Gooding down low, gets blocked by Morris. Bloodhound ball, fast break. Number 3, Denning misses the layup. Rebounded by Gooding. 4 minutes, 55 seconds left to play. The one-handed skip pass all the way down gets intercepted by Henry Morris. Morris with the fast break. Turns it over himself. Varner with the drive now. Gets blocked by Morris as 3 people fall on the ground. Excuse me, that wasn't Morris. That was Gooding, I believe, with the block. It's not Gooding, Guzman. But it's going to stay here with the Titans. As there's another turnover. Sorry, I was looking at the comment section. There's a turnover by the Titans. Hopefully they seem to be okay as they're getting up right now. Keaton Harrell a little shaken up. Number 3, Cade Denning going to the line. Somebody in the comments said, greatest band director. I would have to agree. Mr. Knaus was my band director, so I might be a little biased, but he is very good at it. Number 3, Cade Denning going to the line. 2 points so far, both from free throws in the game. Misses the first one. Shooting 66% now from the line. That foul earlier was on number 32, Keaton Harrell, his first, team's second of the half. As Denning takes his second free throw. Misses that off the back iron. Almost rebounded by Rose, but it ends up going to the Titans. Titans with the ball now. Hurt up top. 4:25 left to play in the third quarter. Gives it over to Varner. Varner to Harrell. Nice pass down to Gooding. Gooding falling away, shoots it, doesn't roll in. Rebounded by Rose. Gives it up to Guzman. Guzman on the drive. Nice dribble move down the lane. Didn't get a foul call by Gooding, but that's going to be Titan basketball. Could have been a foul call on Gooding. Slapped down his arms. Didn't stay straight up. That's a pass over to Porin. Porin in the drive baseline. Takes a shot. Misses. Falls on the ground. Rebounded by Klein. Klein doesn't give it up top to Morris. Finally does. Morris with the shot. Misses. Rebound by Klein with the putback. Misses that one. Barely rolls out. And Keaton Harrell got the rebound. Hurt passes it up to Varner. Varner drives into the lane. Takes a little floater. Misses. Doesn't roll in. As I was saying earlier, these rims are hard. There's a turnover stolen by Hurt. Throws it behind his back all the way up to half court. It's going to stay with the Bloodhounds. As I was saying earlier, these rims are rough here in Warsaw, Illinois. Not forgiving at all. If it hits the rim, odds are it's not going to go in. There's a missed shot by the Bloodhounds, rebounded by Keaton Harrell. Varner with the ball. 3 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Porin gets the ball back, gives it up to Varner. Varner over to Harrell. Harrell finally gives it down to Gooding. I shouldn't say finally. And there's an and one for Nolan Gooding. Gooding going to the line. 12 points on the game, 50% from the line so far. And that makes the score 31-22. Titans trying to take their first double-digit lead of the game with this free throw. Keaton Harrell comes out as Gunnar Grothaus comes in for him. For the and one play. Misses the free throw. That foul was on number 4, Henry Morris, his third, team second of the half. That's a turnover by the Bloodhounds. Klein got the ball back, however, makes the layup. Klein's got 10 points for the Bloodhounds. Hurt looking around. They're not going to call 5 seconds. They get a timeout before the 5-second call. They're going to call a full timeout. And we're going to take a quick break here in Warsaw, Illinois. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live's presentation, presented by MDH, coverage of West Hancock Titans basketball. Score is 31-24 right now with 2:48 left to play here in the third quarter. Fans are starting to roll in for this varsity matchup coming up next, which will be on a separate stream after this one closes at the end of the game. Varner with the ball, gives it over to Hurt. Hurt's going to take the three-point shot. Misses. Rebounded by Porn. Porn misses himself. They're going to call a foul. I believe push in the back. We'll see who this is on. It's going to be Fort Madison basketball. See who this foul is on. It was on the Titans. Passing the ball to number 21, Guzman. Guzman bringing up the ball. I believe that foul was on Gunnar Grothaus. It's going to be his first, team's third. Guzman with the drive. No foul called on Gooding. Rebounded by the Titans. Grothaus bringing up the ball. Gets fouled. That foul is going to be on Guzman. His second, team's third. Both teams pretty even in the fouls throughout the whole entire game, not just this half. Both teams with 3 fouls right now. We get a sub into the game. Ethan Schmidt coming into the game, I believe, I believe it was Braden Hurt, but I could be wrong. Varner with the ball up top, gets a screen by Gooding, and they're going to call an illegal screen on Gooding. That's going to be his first foul of the game. Number 41, Henry Graham, going to be passing in the ball for Fort Madison Bloodhounds. Crowd isn't completely packed just yet, but I'm sure it will get a lot fuller as the game goes along. Not a lot of open seats as of right now, but on at least the far side of the court that you guys can't see. Fort Madison with the ball, misses the shot. That was Graham. Graham gets his own rebound. Back out top to Guzman. Guzman for the three-pointer, knocks it down, and that is the first 3 for the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. Guzman gets his first points of the game. Excuse me, not first points of the game. First 3 of the game. 5 points now, and there's a turnover by the Titans. It's going to be Fort Madison basketball. 31-27 is your score. 1:20 left to play in this quarter. Guzman bringing up the ball. Gives it over to number 14, Rose. Rose gives it down to Graham. It's going to stay with the Bloodhounds. They're going to say it was off of the Titans. Titans have 4 fouls. Bloodhounds have 3. Minute 13 left to play here. Guzman passing the ball, can't find anybody, decides to just throw it up, gives it to Rose, guarded by Porin. Rose in the lane, gives it over to Klein, hard pass. Klein gets the ball back, there's an open layup for Klein. Klein misses the layup, ball bounces around, Klein gets the ball back, gives it over to Morris. Morris gives it up top to Guzman, and that's going to be over and back the second he touches it. Turnover, not a turnover actually, since Fort Madison got a shot. I learned that early in the year, thanks to Mr. Dwayne Hulett. Told me if they take a shot into possession, get the rebound, and then turn it over, it's not technically a turnover for the team, which I did not know until I started working this. Varner with the ball, under a minute left to play here in the third. 31-27 your score. Porn gives it up to Grotehouse. 40 seconds now on the clock. Titans will either take a good shot or the last shot. We'll see how long they hold on to the ball here. Gives it up to Gooding in the middle. Porin with the drive. Decides to stop. Kicks it back up top to Gooding. Back to Grotehouse. Grotehouse thought about giving it to Gooding. I said Gooding earlier. It was Varner, actually. Back to Schmidt in the corner. Back to Porin. Over to Varner. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. Gives it to Porin. Fakes it. Gives it back up to Varner. Varner over to Grotehouse. Grotehouse takes a three-pointer, misses long off the backside of the rebound. Rebounded by number 4, Morris. Guzman going to take the last shot. One hand chucks it. Watch out. Almost takes off some heads. And that's going to be a miss over the backboard. 31-27 is your score here as we get ready for the fourth quarter, last quarter play in this JV matchup. This is TSSR Game Time Live bringing you, presented by MDH, bringing you coverage of West Hancock Titans versus Fort Madison Bloodhounds basketball.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We got West Hancock Titans versus Fort Madison Bloodhounds right now. Start of the fourth. Bloodhounds down 4 at the start of the fourth quarter. Graham with the ball at the top of the key right now, guarded by Gooding. Gooding having himself a game, gets a block, but instead they're going to call a foul on Gooding. That'll be Gooding's second. Team's 5th. I've been eating too much popcorn here. Also, another shout out to the Warsaw High School FFA. Make the popcorn here for 75 cents, and it's actually not too bad. There's a free throw by Graham. Graham gets his first points of the game. Second point of the game. He made one free throw earlier, shooting 66% now in the matchup. Shoots the second one, misses. Now 50% from the line. Varner with the ball. Dribbling up top. Drives into the lane. Nice little move to get himself an open layup. Varner's got himself 7 points on the game now. Gets the turnover. Varner with the drive, takes a little shot, makes that. Varner's now got 9 points. Quick 4 points for Varner. Almost gets another steal as it slips through the hands of Denning. Titans are now up 35-28. Klein with the ball in the lane, shoots it, misses, rebounded by Graham. We got a foul here on Fort Madison, I believe. We'll see who this is on real quick. I believe it'll be on Jamarcus Klein. That'll be his second, team's fourth. And we did get a first name for number 23, Kendon Bowie. We finally got the first name for him. I felt bad for just calling him Bowie the whole entire game, but we finally got a first name thanks to some nice lady who came over and handed us the upgraded rosters. That's a turnover, almost a turnover by the Titans. Varner corrals it back. Hurt with the ball. Hurt with the ball up top. 6:30 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Titans up 7 points. Over to Varner in the corner. Varner takes a three-point shot. Misses long. Looked nice from here, but it was long. Number 3, Cade Denning with the ball. Gives it up to Klein. Klein, the leading scorer with 10 points right now for Fort Madison. Gets a screen by Graham. Graham rolls. He passes it down. Blocked by Gooding. That pass is blocked by Keaton Harrell. Henry Morris with the ball right now. Gets the ball back. Turnover by Fort Madison. Braden Hurt gets the ball. Skip pass all the way up to Gooding. Gooding's going to take the layup and one for Nolan Gooding. That foul's on number 4, Henry Morris. His fourth, team fifth. Gooding going to go back to the line for another old-fashioned three-point play. Gooding struggling from the line today, going 2 for 5 so far. He'll try to correct that here, this and one opportunity. And he knocks it down. 3 for 6 now in the game, 50% from the line for Nolan Gooding. 38-28 is your score. Titans get another double-digit lead. That pass is stolen by Varner again. A pass by number 14, Marin Rose. Gets stolen by Varner. Ball kicks around. Nolan Gooding with the ball. Shoots it, misses. Almost gets his own rebound, does. And they're going to call a jump ball, and it's going to stay here with the Titans. Good way to fight for it by Nolan Gooding right there to keep the ball with the Titans. 5:39 left to play here in the game. They pass it up top to Gooding. Gooding with the drive, takes a shot. They're going to call a charge. That's Gooding's second charge in the game. That's going to be his third foul. I believe that foul was on Gooding, and they teed up. I'm not sure who they gave the technical to, but it was on I believe it was Gooding. That technical was to Nolan Gooding. I believe that might be number 3, Cade Denning, going to shoot the technical free throw here, as Ethan Schmidt going to come into the game for Nolan Gooding. Gooding has 4 fouls now on the game. Team has 5. Misses the first free throw by Denning. Second free throw here at the line. Knocks it down. Score is now 29. Excuse me, I gave the points to the wrong person earlier. 29-38, Titans are winning. It's now 30-38. He didn't make that first free throw. Sorry, excuse me. Denning with the ball now. Dribbling around, guarded by Varner. Drives into the lane, gives it over to Graham. Graham backs down Crowley. Shoots it. Nice shot by Graham to get himself 2 more points. 5 on the game. Inbound stolen by Denning. 38-32 is the score right now. 5 minutes left to play. Bloodhounds only down 6. That pass is stolen by Keaton Harrell. 5 minutes left. Keaton Harrell shoots it, makes the fast break layup. Good shot by Keaton Harrell to get himself 5 points on the game, 5 points in the half. 40-32 is your score. Fourth quarter of play. I had that wrong on the scoreboard too. Ooh, Bowie gonna get a charge call. Varner was guarding him. Bowie gave him a little bit of a push, and Varner started stumbling backwards, and the same ref has called all 3 charges so far in the game. I'm not saying they weren't charges. I'm just saying he has a keen eye for them so far in this game. That's Bowie's first foul. Kendon Bowie, I should say. I've been calling him Bowie the whole game. I should give him his first name back. 6 fouls for each team. Both teams will be in the bonus the next time a foul happens. Crowley with the ball, gives it up to Hurt. Hurt gets a foul, so Hurt's going to go to the line. That foul is on number 3, Cade Denning, his second, team 7th. Braden Hurt has 3 points on the game. His 3-point shot coming in the second quarter. We'll have a 1-and-1 opportunity here at the line. Excuse me, that was Cade Denning's 3rd foul of the game. Still team 7th. He makes the first free throw, makes the score 41-32. And he sinks the second one. Good free throws right there by Braden Hurt. Gets himself 5 points on the game now. 100% from the free throw line with those 2 shots. 4:25 left to play. Titans up 10 on the Bloodhounds. Kendon Bowie with the ball, gives it over to Denning. Denning guarded by Hurt. Trying to get it down to number 22, William Bennett. But Fort Madison is going to call a timeout, a full timeout. So we're going to take a quick break here in Warsaw, Illinois. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. And you get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We got the last 4 minutes of this JV matchup between the West Hancock Titans and the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. Titans are up 42-32. 4 minutes now left to play. Bennett with the ball up top. Gives it over. Skip pass, almost stolen by Hurt. That pass is stolen by Schmidt. Titans dribbling up the court now. Varner with the ball. Gives it over to Hurt. Hurt backing down Graham. Gives it to Schmidt. Stolen by Denning. Denning with the fast break. Takes the left-hand layup. Misses. Rebounded by Schmidt. They're going to call a foul on Denning. That's going to be his 4th foul, I believe. And Ethan Schmidt is going to go to the line for another 1-and-1 opportunity. Titans up 10. Going to try to push the lead. 3:39 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Fort Madison Bloodhounds now have 8 fouls on the game. Ethan Schmidt with the first free throw. Misses, rolled around for a bit. They're going to call a foul on Cooper Knowles. So Graham's going to go to the line down at the other end. Going to call an over and back on Cooper Knowles. His second, team 8th also. Graham so far in the game shooting 3 for 5 from the line. 2 for 4 from the line. 50%. He has a 1-and-1 opportunity here. Graham with 4 points on the game. Misses the first free throw. They're going to call a foul here again. I believe this is going to be on Ethan Schmidt. So Kendon Bowie is going to go take a trip to the line. Foul's on Ethan Schmidt, his 3rd, team 9th. 3:36 left to play here. Only 3 seconds have run off the clock since the last free throws by the Titans. First free throw missed by Bowie, rebounded by Ethan Schmidt. Gives it over to Hurt. 42-32 is the score. Next time that the Titans foul will be 10, so Fort Madison will get the double bonus. Drive by Varner, nice drive with the left-handed layup, gets the finish. Varner's got himself 2 more points. Varner's got 11 points on the game. Gets the steal, layup by Bryce Varner. Gets himself 2 more points. Has 8 points on the quarter. I believe 6 of those points in this quarter have come from him stealing the inbound pass. 3 minutes left to play. Titans up 46-32. Out of bounds, going to be Titan basketball. Titans on a roll right now, up 14. 2 subs coming in for Fort Madison. Give them their names here in just a sec. Their jersey numbers are very hard to read. I believe number 43, Jackson Guzman, and if I could see his number 25, Mason McClay. Hurt with the ball right now for the Titans. Gives it over to Varner. Down to Cooper Knowles. Gives it to Ethan Schmidt in the post. Posting up against Klein. Back out to Knowles. Knowles going to take the three-pointer. Misses. That's going to be out of bounds. Hit the backboard. Backside of the backboard. It's going to be Fort Madison basketball. Out of bounds off of Cooper Knowles after the shot. Klein passes in the ball to Denning. Varner pressing a little bit. 2:30 left to play. Denning with the nice little drive inside. Doesn't get the foul call, but gets the layup. That's 2 points for Denning. 34-46 is the score right now. Up to Porn. Porn over to Knowles. Almost out of bounds. They're going to say he did go out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Titans. That's number 43, Jackson Guzman. As Bryce Varner goes out of the game, and Gunnar Grothaus comes in for him. 2 minutes left to play here in this matchup. 46-34 is your score. Gunnar Grothaus with the ball up top. Dribbling around. Guarded by McClay. Passes it out of bounds. That's going to be turnover on the Titans. It's going to be Bloodhound basketball. The Titans varsity team is waiting to run out onto the court second this game gets over. Watching them right now, all in their warm-up jerseys. 2 minutes left to play here. The pep band is also getting ready for the in-between section of these games. There's a nice shot from number 3, Denning. He gets himself 2 more points, and it's a 10-point game. 1:40 left to play. Porn throws the ball. It's going to be off of Porn, they're going to say, and it's going to be Fort Madison basketball. Fort Madison down 10. Not completely out of it yet. 1:41 left to play in this game. They throw it in all the way over to Rose. Rose gives it up to Klein. Klein over to Denning. Denning drives into the lane. They're going to call a blocking foul on Braden Hurt. And Denning's going to get 2 shots at the line. Denning has 4 fouls. Henry Morris has 4 fouls also. And that's the first foul on Braden Hurt, team 10th. 2 subs coming into the game. Bryce Varner and Jordan Crowley. Score is now 46-37. Bloodhounds only down 9. We got head coach Jeff Dahl walking around. I think he's about to grab his manager here real quick, Braxton Scott. Second free throw misses off the front, rebounded by Varner. And it's going to be Titans going to get 1-1 at the line. 37-46 is the score, down 9. That foul was on number 14, Marin Rose, his first, team 9th. Bryce Varner at the line. Varner has shot no free throws so far in this game. There's his first, makes it. Bryce Varner's got himself 9 points on the quarter. Second shot for Bryce Varner at the line. Misses off the front of the rim, rebounded by Ethan Schmidt. Turnover, Denning with the ball. Schmidt got the ball back. Titans got the ball. Varner's going to take the three-point shot. Knocks it down. Bryce Varner with 3 more points on the quarter. He's got himself 12 now. 50-37 is the score. As the Bloodhounds losing what hope they had left in this game, as 1 minute now passes. 1 minute left in the game. Number 14, Marin Rose with the ball, misses the shot, rebounded by Varner. Varner skip pass up to Crowley. Crowley catches it down to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to take the layup, miss. Good defense by number 43, Jackson Guzman. Rose with the ball, driving now. Dribbling the ball, 40 seconds left to play here in the game. Skip pass to Denning. Denning's going to take the long corner three, knocks it down. There's 3 more points for Denning. Denning's got himself 9 points in the quarter himself. 2 free throws, 2 layups, and there's his 3-pointer. There's a full timeout by Fort Madison. We're going to take a quick break here. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We got 30 seconds left here. Titans up 10. 40-50 is the score. Varner with the ball right now for the Titans. Over to the corner. Keaton Harrell with the ball. Dribbling inside. Not shooting it yet. Almost risky pass there. Varner with the ball, guarded by Klein. Klein's going to foul him. 17 seconds left. Varner's going to go to the line. He's going to get 2 shots. That's a 10th foul on the team. 3rd on Klein. Varner already went to the line earlier in this quarter. Went 1 for 2. Misses the first one. Try to sink the second one, get an 11-point lead. 17 seconds left to play. More fans coming in, getting ready for the varsity game as Varner misses the free throw, rebounded by Rose. Up to Denning. Denning takes the layup, makes the layup. Denning having himself also a good quarter. 11 points now on it. Hurt passes in the ball to Varner. Varner's just going to dribble it out with 1 second left. Denning got the turnover, but does not matter. Titans win 50-42 as your final score of this JV matchup. I'll get your guys' halftime stats here in a bit as we get ready for this varsity matchup between the West Hancock Titans and Fort Madison Bloodhounds. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Welcome back to Warsaw High School. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Quick shout out to the pep band. We got Michael Shirtliff on the drums, just hit a killer solo. But the final score of this JV matchup, 50-42 Titans. And I got the final stats here for you guys. We'll start off with the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. With 3 points, Kendon Bowie. 4 points was Henry Graham. He went 2 for 4 from the line. With 5 points, Nolan Guzman. 6 points, Marin Rose. 10 points, Jamarcus Klein. And the leading scorer for the Fort Madison Bloodhounds is number 3, Cade Denning, with 13 points, getting 11 of those points in the fourth quarter. Now for the West Hancock Titans with 50 points total. With 5 points, Braden Hurt. With 1 point was Cooper Knowles, went 1 for 2 from the line. 3 points was Gunnar Grothaus with the 3 at the beginning of the game. 4 points, Juris Porin. With 5 points was Keaton Harrell. With 13 points was Nolan Gooding. And the leading scorer of the game and for the West Hancock Titans with 17 points was Bryce Varner. Had himself a heck of a fourth quarter, having 12 points. Great game by the West Hancock Titans and the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. We're getting ready for the varsity matchup. This is the end of this JV stream. We're going to close this down. If you want to join us for the varsity matchup, it'll be on another stream on YouTube. Thanks for watching. This has been TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. My name is Luke Little, and shout out to Braxton Scott for doing the camera. Thank y'all. Have a good day.